welcome everyone to the grand finals of this map Rando tournament. Eddie versus Osse. Eddie is up 2-1 and we're doing double suit. Joining me here is Nevdi. What's up, Nevdi?
Yo, Wimmet, what's up? Pretty excited for this
man.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is pretty awesome. It's been pretty close. I know the first game was about a 9-second difference. Eddie, I saw fumble a little bit, but was managed to like catch up. Honestly, was cooking there at the end.
Yep.
But yeah, so Eddie lost, so he chose double suit. And Nevdi and I were talking about this. Choosing double suit basically shows Eddie's confidence. You know, he doesn't really want to. No objectives has a little bit more chance involved. And Eddie's like, you know what? I think I'm the best player, so I'm gonna choose double suit. Try to close it out.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a really telling pick as well. I think he might be a little bit shocked that Osse picked Eddie's best mode, which is Gravity +9, the one he's always picking. So it's a pretty big response from Osse to win that Gravity mode, and now the last remaining balance mode is double suit, like you say. So I'm pretty excited for this one, and I think Eddie needs to close it here. I think that's how he feels about it. Otherwise, it may be out of his hands.
Big room with lots of doors. They both go to the opposite side off the rip. Kind of cool. Eddie getting burnt. Little 10-second burnage right there. Oh, this isn't. You know what? This is interesting right off the rip because I've seen Osse do this. He just goes until there's a dead end. And Eddie instantly reset to check the other doors real quick. And honestly, that's becoming much more of a reward. Oh, wait, there's the map. Oh, yeah, I didn't see the map. Okay, so actually, this is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah, this should be still advantage Eddie, the way this is going to work out, because he's going to be able to reset to the ship with the speed. But I do like Osse's play here to get to the map.
Right.
He should be able to see this logic is the required dot, which is speed, and Eddie's going straight for it. Wow, Eddie's doing this first. Okay. This could be a little risky for Eddie. He's following the speed. It's going to work out though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, following the speed. That's pretty smart though. I do think like it's tough. If this is the only option for following the speed, then I think this was a, intelligent decision. He's going to save here, I imagine, then go check the map. And real quick, before we get too spicy, I just want to clear things up in chat. I know there's been a lot of confusion about the bracket and what's going on. There's no resets. Just view this grand finals as a best of 5, and Eddie started up 1-0. And now it is 2-1 in Eddie's favor. So whoever wins, 3 games first wins the entire thing. And that's how the grand finals work here.
So this is what happened last game, is a pause concept from Eddie that I do as well. So he has followed items instead of pausing because you don't want to waste the time doing it, and it's worked out fine. Where Osse's taken the check where the map is and go there approach. It's both spending a lot of time on this map. I think.
Is there an angle? I think the reason that he's trying to see if there's an angle to get these majors right in that pit. I think that's like a really hard decision. It's kind of hard to lab out because you have the heated room there. It kind of looks like you can. No, he doesn't have morph. He doesn't have morph.
Yeah,
so it's a little funky.
Yeah, exactly. So the morph changes. This is really weird. You can't get that same pit item. You also can't get the item at the top because you can't get back down through the screw attack room. So I think you have to go into Torium. I might be wrong, but we'll see.
So this could, if it's the left side major, could this be morph? Oh no, he's just going right in the Norfair. Okay.
Sorry, not Torium, Norfair. I mean, so Eddie's seen that quickly, and he's picked Norfair without even a sand peak.
I imagine Osse will follow suit.
This is pretty high level. I think that's cool to see and recognize, and it's why they did spend a while on that map. I'm pretty impressed they both got that quickly.
Yeah, kind of just following each other here. Well, Osse's following Eddie, just slightly behind. They all have the same info now. So Eddie kind of getting those items first is why he has the smallest of leads. At this point, it's negligible. There's not really, the decisions coming up will matter a lot. However, you know, the more linear a seed is, the more that small stuff matters. If this seed becomes incredibly linear, then, you know, those small decisions by Eddie might just give him the lead, right? I mean, there's only a 9-second difference in the first game, so this could be another 9-second situation. You never know.
Yeah, especially at this level too. They're playing for like every little small thing will matter, and it definitely showed in the first game for sure. So it looks like the wreck ship shaft is a bust. I think this is backup to Torian.
Yeah, I think you just go all the way back up.
Oh no, not necessarily Torian. Sorry, there is
There's a couple more exits they can do. Yeah, yeah. They got what, 3 more doors? They have the bottom right here, top right, top left, and they can do all that. So I'm imagining they'll both just check those doors before leaving. Eddie kind of going with the easiest. Oh, actually, was top left easier to do here? I'm not too sure.
No, bottom right's quicker, so you just pick this one. There's no real thought here. Just go to there. Save station's nice too.
Yep. Just whatever's quicker is the option there.
Really hoping that we don't get more for like 40 minutes. I think that would be great. I
would really like to
see that. Yeah?
Yeah.
40-minute morph. Let's go.
I think we want to see anything above a 49-minute morph, correct? We want records to be broken.
Come on, man. Look,
I'm saying we want your record to be broken. Then it'll all be, oh, Eddie, Osse, 58-minute morph. You know what I mean? I'm trying to save you.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay. Osse, what's he?
We get a lava dive.
What's he cooking here? Because, oh, wait, they got grav. My bad. Double suit, of course.
You know that this is like just what the seed does when you get double suit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's make lava dive the thing. Wouldn't be surprised if this is just more double suit. Here.
Screw.
It's not. Let's keep going.
Ooh, a little spicy. Have we seen anything this unlocks?
Yeah, so this
ship
screw attack room.
The screw attack room. Yep, you're going all the way back.
So you're going all the way back. You're sparking it, and then you're going to screw attack down.
It's pretty easy to, I think, overlook that here a little bit because you have so many options. So let's see if they both just head right back. Do you imagine they both just head right back to that room?
Yeah, I think so.
Osse's not.
Osse hasn't done these checks yet, so he's going to catch up to Eddie on these checks, which is why he was first to screw attack.
Right, but it kind of makes me think that, you know, like doing that check's interesting because if that room could have led to other rooms and he could have kind of gotten pigeonholed, I feel like when you make the decision to go all the way back, you just like sort of need to do it. Like, how do you feel? I know it's such a minor check, but in my head, him checking that could have actually been sort of bad. Also, that's the Nebdi jump right there.
They both just got the Nebdi jump first try.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
That is pretty sick. If y'all are wondering what that is, basically there's a few jumps. It's that one in the crab hole area. If you have speed and no high jump, you can do like a standing speed booster spin jump, and you get little pixels higher to be able to wall jump when normally you'd have to do a grab jump.
Yeah, so they're both going for this one first. I might have missed something, but I'm pretty sure that you should just get the other major first. What is Eddie, what are you doing?
He wants to do this, then speed boost out it.
Oh my god, this is crazy. I don't like this guy, man.
That is so nasty rude. To get that power bomb. But I love it. I think doing that kind of stuff and that is when you should be rewarded. When you do crazy things like that, that's amazing. There was a save too, so I mean it was safe to go for it. It's not like Eddie loses if he misses that, and it's a good check. That was honestly sick. That was awesome.
That's really cool. Grand finals, let's pull it all out. Let's
the really funny part is he was only doing that if it was a super because he wanted to keep it, because obviously if it was a power bomb, he could still get out. So it's not like, you know, if he's doing that for power bomb, he could still. Oh wait, no, he didn't have morph, so he had to do that. That's my bad. Yep, he actually had to do that.
So this is the morph item, and it's going to work out because they can go back and now get the other 2 majors here. I think I still would have gone to the screw attack one first, but it's going to.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
It is better this way, for sure.
Yep.
we would have been toast. We actually would have been in that.
We'd be up
We
one
would have been,
major.
yeah.
I like the Turian peak here. It's you've got to save.
Yeah, the map's
May
right
as well.
there. Yep. You got to check those zones. The map can be right there, and then that information is crazy. I'll be shocked if Eddie doesn't check it, because I think Eddie often unless he already did and I missed it, but I feel like we might save and then just run into Torian actually, which is what Osse. So they're not checking that item, by the way.
There's 2 items, yeah, and they're not getting it. I'm trying to.
Oh,
this is.
And they're
really...
moving quick. This is hard to follow. They are making some very fast and quick decisions.
There's a big moment here now, by the way. This is
X-ray for Eddie.
This is pretty huge because Eddie has explosives and he can get to the map because he broke that power bomb. Osse can't.
Right.
He's got no explosives. He's
He could check it soon if he goes back down.
Eddie's not going for it.
No. I mean, the thing is, I think what we've seen before from Osse is a huge stickler for logic, which a lot of the times is good, but like in Osse's mind, I think he thinks that's just going to be supers and there's no other option. You know what I mean? Because I don't really know how the logic works, but I've seen Osse skip these. If there's not like a way to get in and get out, that means like, you know, if it is power bombs, then it's like a, you know, filler for later. You might understand the logic better, but oh no, okay, Osse is checking it. Nice.
You're gonna do this as well. This is okay.
Oh, he is. Osse's also doing it. That's actually.
So Osse's got a nice setup. I didn't know about that actually.
That's a cool setup.
Dude, this is so sick, man. These guys, like, they deserve to be in the final.
That is crazy. And he's laughing about it. I don't know if Osse, I mean, has Osse done that before? I don't know.
Osse's done everything, man. I'm such a fanboy here today. This is sick. This is so cool.
It's funny seeing him laugh about it. It almost makes me think he just kind of came up with it, which also wouldn't surprise me because of how giganto Osse's brain is.
Yeah, it's probably Osse's tech. All right, so Eddie
Osse's getting these items. Eddie's getting this map, which is huge. Osse is going to get these majors, which Eddie did skip, so I think this is a pretty pivotal moment. Oh. Yeah. That's kind of a nasty major. There's 2 majors. The one to the left isn't so bad. Scrabble. Eddie's right now debating, do I just skip this? This is actually such hard decisions. These majors are all over the place. He has power bombs now, so he can go back to Norfair. If you're wondering why Eddie's pausing so much and having issues, is there are so many decisions to make right now. Like, there's 2 gigantic majors there, completely opposite sides. There's 3 majors in criteria he can maybe get. A couple are really nasty. And then you still have Norfair to go explore. Like, this is really tough.
I really like what Eddie's doing. So there's double suit speed. There's like a position in double suit where when you get speed, you're done pretty much, and you need to like just play X's. Wow, Osse's leaving this other one. Hold on. So Eddie looked on the map, and
he's going
pretty
to the
sure.
I think he's going to the other side here.
Okay.
I don't know if you. Oh, I see.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's fine. Just get a missile this way.
There's potentially 3 supers in a room coming up, by the way, which Osse, I'm imagining, will grab. Do you see that? Oh, high jump. That's a good item.
I do like the way Eddie's done this. I think it's just a bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This is why they never did it. There's no runway. I thought the runway went from landing site, so just
Oh, you were thinking that you could just spark up and grab it, right?
Yeah. So this is why I'm not final. So Osse went the right way. You had to go around that way because you're not going to be jumping up worst room in the game.
Right. So. Yeah, because Eddie does not have high jump, and high jump you could only get from going around, so that makes a lot of sense. Unless Eddie has something here that. No, oh wait, no, he can spark here, actually.
Yeah, you can spark here, but it's not in logic, I'm pretty sure. So that's why they went for the other major. You can do it.
This is a good pickup. I mean, Go ahead.
And they didn't have power bombs to open the door, sorry, so they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they couldn't do that earlier. Well, now I would say it's like relatively even, but Eddie has that information. However, there's no bosses in there, and Eddie didn't grab the majors. So, and if Osse is is like, I'm never going there, I don't need to check Torian, then I would say Osse's kind of in the lead, right? In that sense.
I think you're right. Yep. I think that there's just going to be a position where the seed will funnel you down. There's no need to go back to Torian. It's really nice that Eddie knows it's not required, but it's just going to so happen to work out exactly as you said. Osse's just not going to go there. So
yep.
He's just ahead. Yep.
The only way that would be an advantage for Eddie, by the way, heading over there is if those items were like strong, aka charge or something, I don't know what else would be strong right now. So now Eddie's just kind of collecting the same items that Osse did, and now 20 missiles. So this is just so strong now. Osse skipping. So basically, a lot of this is coming down to the Torian skip. Because Eddie didn't grab those majors either, there's no advantage. It was only dead. And Fantoon is in Norfair.
Do I have to scream? Like I can't. My microphone's at max volume.
Yeah, I'm kind of screaming actually a little bit. It's probably because I'm screaming. I'll scream less. You can turn me down. But yeah, so right now Osse's just way ahead, and it felt like Eddie was maybe in a better position getting that information, but honestly, because that information led to nothing, Eddie skipped the majors. There's just no advantage there, no bosses. If there's a boss in Torian, it'd be completely different. But because there isn't, they're kind of being funneled through Norfair, and we'll just see how these zones interact. By no means does this mean, oh, okay, so Osse wins now. No bosses are down. It could still split up. There could still be big decisions that change everything. So no, but right now Osse definitely has a lead and is in an advantageous state by a little bit.
So Eddie leaving behind majors makes him play ammo more. He knows that's probably the statistical better play with what he's left, but running into these supers kind of eliminates a lot of that. So yeah, those 20 super packs, probably even finding them early is very helpful for Osse because he won't have to make a major call either.
Yeah. I mean, Eddie probably feels a lot better about his decision now because he grabbed because when you skip majors, you generally like are hoping to find more supers, like, because then your plan is more routing towards missiles and supers, missiles and supers, just ammo in general. I think Osse's having a little bit of trouble getting to this map. He like checked the top right of Big Pink and kind of like a little bit of a head shake, so it looked like it was sort of awkward, and Eddie might they probably can get this map around the same time. Oh, little bomb pickup for Eddie. It's kind of nice to have. I mean, he has 10 power bombs, so it's mostly fine, but bombs are just good to have in general.
I think there's an interesting spot here. It's probably not going to matter because of how aggressive Osse plays. I feel Eddie's been playing the maps in the mid game this series a little bit better, where Osse's been doing a little bit more blinding, and it definitely has helped Eddie. He's really caught back up, and he's got 2 major coverage where there is a world in which Osse goes back for those left majors after getting this Fantoon map, which are bombs and grapple. And if there's an entrance to the left, that's really good for Eddie. So I think this map structure is going to be very important.
I mean, Eddie's essentially, because of this, closing in on this lead. However, Eddie saw so this might work out for Osse though, because it's ocean, right? So, and Eddie already scouted and saw the dead map. So I think Osse's going to come in the ship here, and if he peeks right, this might just be Fantoon. So then Osse's like back on track, and there it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, Eddie's right here. Like Eddie, I was saying how Osse had kind of a strong lead, but honestly, Eddie's right here now. Eddie's like essentially only 30 seconds behind. So Osse doesn't really have much more info on Eddie now at this point, right? Or items for that matter.
So Eddie is ahead on 2 major dot knowledges. I don't know if it's going to matter. I think that the region direction here is going to matter.
honestly, it might turn around right here.
He's smiling. He's
Yeah,
smiling.
he's
But yeah, I
smiling.
think
Osse getting slower patterns and missing a huge Doppler, and Eddie getting that fast. Eddie's actually ahead on this Phantoon right now.
yeah, that's pretty good.
And probably going to get a clean 2 round here, yep.
Nice.
And just like that, the leads and tides have changed.
Oh man, this is such a cool
And
race.
Eddie is slightly ahead of Osse. Eddie, I mean, it kind of shows why Eddie is in winners. Like, he just plays clean. Even if the decisions are sort of bad. I mean, it's insane to think. He did Torian. And somehow he's ahead. He did a whole extra zone. And I think what you said is reigning true. Like, Osse might be blinding too much, honestly. And it seems to like sort of be punishing. I mean, he did that when in a previous seed when I mean a previous tournament match I calmed. Not that it's necessarily bad or anything. I mean, Osse knows best. He's arguably the best player or top 2 for sure, Rando player. So he clearly knows, but it does seem, at least from a commentator and viewer perspective, that some of these blind checks are a little punishing.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just in awe about the little movements these guys are doing. They both didn't spark sky missiles. They both just did the jump for it, which is not trivial. They both just got up that room. Construction really cool as well. They're on point today, these two, for sure.
Yeah, which is great because we want to see them. You know, we want them at their best, and they both seem to be playing incredibly well.
Yeah, for sure. And the difference is, that mapping stuff is probably the only difference that I'm really seeing at the moment between the two.
And again, I mean, these leads are just changing constantly. So now we have info. There's 3 majors here. So this is, again, interesting. They're all on the way out, though, right? I think. So you probably just grab them? What do you think, Nevdi?
So not the one on the right. That's the one at, what is it called? Alpha PBs. I think Eddie's already got these. So he's just going to go. Osse will get the 2 here, though. It's really easy to get. And then it will just go down to Bryn with that X on the way. I think that's probably the most likely play.
Is it possible, because Osse did not get that major knowledge, that Osse will enter from that other side to grab the other major?
Was there another Bryn entrance on that side?
I couldn't see because they paused for like 0.3 seconds, but it almost looked like there was an entrance. So we'll see if Osse jumps top right, then I think he's gonna go for that mate. Or wait, you know what? I need to see. I'm gonna screenshot next time they pause. Actually, so I can look at the map. That's gonna be my new commentator tech.
Wow, this missile tells me Osse's definitely not going for that major, like 1,000,000%. He's just playing ammo. There's an X on the way. It's probably going to be a super, and then just going down to Brick.
I have my hands
that missile is why I thought.
Oh, okay. Oh, there isn't another entrance. Yeah. So they have to. If Osse goes around, it's literally just for the major, and it seems kind of bad. He did grab the save, which is funny because when Oats commentating, we felt like Osse. Oh.
There's no way. Is he safe scumming T? Oh my god, that's
he
crazy.
Here to check the major, right? Or what? Oh, just check T. Interesting.
This is not good. I don't mind the play at all. It's just not good. It's not going to work out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to work out.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's whatever. But the thing is, like, oh, Eddie's just collecting too. He's collecting these X's. It's not that. I don't think it's that hard to get mapped, but it is pretty wild. Oh wait, he doesn't have power bombs though.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he can't get through this. I would like this play more if you had explosives to guarantee yourself getting the map.
Yeah.
He doesn't have such. Okay, he's just going to be done with it. So
I'm a little surprised by that, but yeah. I mean, I actually also really like the idea of doing that, but the thing is, Eddie's just like running away now. And like you were saying, I mean, that him thinking about that Torian being on his mind, it ended up messing with him, right? Like sometimes you leave a zone and it sits on the back of your mind, and yeah, it like got to Aussie. He just was like, well, before I go on, I should check T. I think that makes sense though. If you leave a boss now, that's pretty brutal. So yeah, Aussie's kind of just has to be like, well, I hope there's no boss in Torian.
Oh,
Right?
he's leaving this X2. Yeah, that's what he kind of had to be like. There's no right answer. I think it probably leans more to being wrong because he doesn't have explosives, but happy to be wrong about that.
Right,
But he left an X there, which also is a little tragic because we know it was a super.
I like Aussie now just going straight for the map. Eddie got those 2 missiles, which might actually end up helping them a lot in the end, but this could be like a little bit of a catch-up, you know, for Aussie. If he skips that, doesn't need them. All these tiny things, I mean, that's all it's coming down to right now. They're both in the same area. It's like almost, I mean, it's like almost linear. It's just that Torian mix-up that Aussie keeps probably now thinking about, but hopefully Aussie now is in his mind to abandon that.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah, I think they must have heard us because Aussie has switched up his blind play, even fully abandoning Aqueduct and going straight for the map. And it made the timer. Like, we're in the same room, albeit with different items.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually.
It matters so much when you look at it like this.
Yeah.
Eddie first to the map. Let's see if we can screenshot.
Okay, so we got Mother Brain, and then another boss to the left. We got a Major at the top left, and an X. So, I actually think Aussie will go for that potentially, but we'll see, because Aussie is down in X. So, what do you think? Does Aussie go up here and get that, or what?
No, it's too far. I think you just go Wasteland and kill Dragon now.
Do you see this situation? I think it's, is it? I can't really see, but is it blocked by? It's not blocked by Golden Threes, though, right?
No, it's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. I'm pretty sure. This is a boss you do now. You don't do this.
Oh yeah,
later.
it's not.
Because
I'm looking at my screenshot.
People would see this situation and think that you leave Dragon for last, but it's just better to do it now because you see Mother Brain here and you're like, oh, let's do this last. But Dre here is just better because it's not going to be sped up by anything later, and you are going to get an X on your way, and you are going to get a Major on your way, which is just going to help speed seed. So this method can only be faster.
Right.
You do it now.
Makes complete sense. Also, Eddie now at 30 supers, and Aussie at 25. So they're like ammo's looking pretty strong right now. Oh, even though Aussie skipped those missiles too, Aussie has a little bit more. What do you disagree with?
No, I wasn't disagreeing. I was saying I just hope that super that Aussie left in Wreck Ship Shaft won't hurt. But yeah, you were going to say the missiles that Aussie's currently down, he will be up even more because of Aqueduct.
Yeah, if he goes and grabs them, yeah. So he has that kind of protection there. The worst case scenario for Aussie is that they go into the. Well, honestly, there's not really that many worst case because here's the thing. They know where Mother Brain is. Dragon's here. They're going to venture on. They're looking for, Ridley and Kraid. So even if they run into Ridley, unless Ridley is literally blocking a zone, even if you find Ridley, well, there's charge. But even if you find Ridley, you can just do it on the way back because you're coming back from Mother Brain. So, like, Aussie being at 25, as long as he can skip Ridley for later, it's not really a problem. Because Aussie will find enough ammo on their journey, most likely. But it's still a chance to get burnt here. I mean, missing that, skipping that X could matter.
Probably, yeah. I hope it doesn't, but it definitely could. Even in the context of not even finding the X, just taking too long to get. Blanking on 1 or 2 X's could just be the difference.
And by the way, like, ice is suddenly sort of important here, not really, or a spike suit, because they could get a spike suit here for if they had to later. Aussie's going for a spike suit. I don't know if there's something that Aussie wants.
Muscle memory. You would.
Yeah, but I mean, potentially. I mean, I do it too. But I mean, you never know with these players, right? I mean, look at What was Eddie doing just now? Oh, okay, I thought Eddie was about to do something. No, he's just grappling. I was like, gee, the thing is, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. You know, like sometimes I'm like, they're playing the game normal, and then like, oh, okay, they're doing like some crazy, you know, they're getting a spike suit out of nowhere. They're spike suiting on elevators or clipping through the level. But, yeah. Osse, by the way, skipped that major.
It's a very interesting major skip.
Because it was right there. That is interesting.
It isn't. It is kind of a little bit further away than it seems, to be honest. I think that Osse saved a lot of time not going for that. Nice spark from Eddie there. That's pretty cool. But it's it's such a hard.
Charge is relatively worthless right now. You're not trying to P-shot, charge shot, anything. So like, if Eddie does not find more beams, then I mean the charge is essentially a wasted item. So we'll see.
It does let you run with a little bit more confidence and some leeway.
Yes.
But that major could have been ice or space jump, which probably both save time. So
space
maybe the
nice
major
are
overall,
huge, I think.
Yeah. But maybe the major overall was not worth it statistically, and that's Osse's call. I don't know. People in chat can probably have an opinion there, but I think both calls are fine. Leaving and getting. It just depends on how you play.
I think leaving's a little more like wild, but I think it seems totally reasonable. It's just like it's a little bit more of a aggressive approach, I guess. I think Osse is maybe feeling bad about the Torian. I think that could lead to that decision somehow. All right, well, Osse gets these two. I mean, Osse can kill Ridley, so Osse does have the ammo to kill Ridley, more than enough. Oh, look, map right there. That's nice. This is a nice, yeah, very nice route here for Osse. Get the two missiles, go in, get the map, bam, and there's Kraid Ridley. Okay, well, here's the thing. This is a mad dash now. Who's gonna get the items and refill the best? This is actually crazy. I think there's a refill by Kraid. So if he kills Ridley right now, I think he can. I think he can refill for Mother Brain, and this is huge. All of a sudden. You know what's crazy though? They don't have the options for Mother Brain are kind of. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna want to get a spike suit or something. What are they gonna do? This is actually gonna be really crazy. By the way, Osse also doesn't have enough E-tanks. I mean, it's small, but yeah, Osse doesn't quite have enough E-tanks right now.
Oh, yeah, he does. They got double suit.
Oh, they have double suit. My bad. I always forget that. They have plenty. They have more than enough.
This wreck ship shaft super is like stressing me out. I
think you're right. Like it is about to potentially play a big role.
When Osse reset to T and then realized he couldn't do it, then ran through, he didn't repause and recheck that there was that X on the way.
Yep. Oh wait, is this a double refill by Ridley? Then I think he should have done this after. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Well? I thought there was, but it's kind of hard to see on Osse's screen, so maybe I just need to see what Eddie pauses. But I think there's two double refills, so that's interesting.
Eddie has gone for the right path instead of the
refill. Okay, that's the only one I saw. Yeah. Man, now Eddie is actually dude, everything matters right now. Yeah, bonking a door, door bonk. That door bonk, it actually matters. It unironically matters. If you bonk 3 more times, you're in trouble. Like these matter. Laid a bomb first. He didn't lay it down. Eddie bonked there twice, missed 2 jumps. It actually matters.
He missed the shot. We have to commentate every little small thing.
But it matters. Right? Look at them. They're completely synced up. Oh, look, that elevator scam. That's not even Osse's fault, by the way. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's like some stupid oscillation on those elevators. And when you hit up and you're not directly on it, to 50-50 chance you don't get it. You just don't go up. So it's annoying.
I'm telling you,
it's crazy.
This X is GG. I honestly think this wreck ship shaft X is crazy because
it might actually just be GG.
To get it is absurd. This next X is like miserable, and if it's not a power bomb, if it's not a super,
it's pretty bad. I don't even think he checks it. The thing is, though, okay. So the thing is,
He's fine.
Eddie can't. Oh, he's actually going for it. This is really weird. So, Eddie still has to refill though, right? If he doesn't get the Zeb skip, correct? Like a lot.
Yes. Well, yeah. He has to refill.
Even
Charge
if he gets
only.
a Zeb skip, he can't do it with his current loadout. He needs a little bit more ammo.
It's a super, so we're still in it.
Oh, that's the best case. So now actually Osse's in a better spot. If Osse has some sort of Zeb skip plan, then Osse can do it without refilling. Right? So yeah, I don't know.
Well,
jeez, well we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. Dude, they could
Eddie won't refill
these spikes.
If they both get the spike suit, Eddie won't refill. He'll just shoot.
If Eddie gets this spike suit here, okay, I thought maybe you know what I mean. That's possible, right? You short charge to get that? That would have been nasty. That would have been I would have vomited actually. I would immediately order a new keyboard. So we just bomb everywhere. Yeah.
I don't know. If it's just that being a super is awesome for Osse, but it's just still too long. It's too far.
It was so long. It took actual years. Like I saw gray hair leave my hop off my head during that grab of the super.
Once you get 5
oh,
supers.
Okay, nice. Not having the refills kind of nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The more supers, the better. Don't refill Osse, just go.
Yeah, he's just
so we got baby skip, which is going to avoid another refill. Which is terrible baby skip to get, by the way, without.
Is it even worth it?
I think so.
It is worth doing.
I think so.
This actually isn't that bad. This baby skip's actually not that bad. It looks harder than it is. It just can take a lot of time if you have to shoot a lot, but it's really bad. However, there's two bad things which commentators curse incoming. If you get grabbed, it's insanely bad, and if you do all this and fail, it's even. Oh my god, that was a little close by Osse. I think that's close. Sick. That was really sick. The fact they both got it is amazing. I was scared with Osse's though. Actually, that was a little close. He jumped a little early.
I gasped.
I was like, oh, jumped a little early. So here's the thing. You guys are watching Eddie. He needs ammo. He needs a little bit. I think he might be okay now if he kills everything and refills. This is really going to come down to how well they handle the Zeb ammo situation and refills, and who has the better plan here.
Pause. Go. They're looking for it.
Eddie's looking for some sort of spark or some sort of spike suit. I'm pretty sure.
How long do you look for, and when do you just blow? This is so hard to calculate when you're trying to win. It is
because because what are they going to refill on? Are they going to come back to the Ridley refill? Like, is there an easier refill close by? And what's Osse's plan? Does Osse have a Zeb skip in mind? Osse looks to be going with. Nope. Here's the pause. I was saying Osse looked confident. I didn't really know if he had some sort of plan. There's 2 X's there. I don't know if he's going to. No way you. Wait, can you get a spike suit in there?
There is a bowling spike suit.
Bowling alley. Are they considering that? I mean, it's not that.
Eddie's have to. This is crazy. This is mattering so much. This is map random. This is the decisions. How long you take to make the decision, and like what the right decision was. Like this is very high level. This is a very difficult.
I was about to say this is like the best seed we could have asked for, and I know Nebby and I are like nerding out and getting gushing all over the place, like getting all hype. But like the reason we are is because this seed is really complicated, and we have 2 of the best players now in the world in Map Rando having to decipher and figure out what's the best solution, and we're seeing them pause a lot to figure out what to do. I think Osse's going for some sort of spike suit. And Eddie might as well. It looks like they both came
going
to the solution to get this spike suit. That is what they're doing. Nope, Eddie bailed. Eddie decided last second to bail. Wait, oh, he's saving?
Wait,
what's he doing actually? Wait, what's Osse doing? He's just getting missiles.
No, you can't.
Okay, you know what? I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I'm done. I'm not commentating anymore. I'm out.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what Eddie's doing. I think they
It's over
don't.
here.
I
What's
think
this
they don't
room?
know what they're doing. They do, but they don't because it's a hard situation.
There's no runway
Um,
for bowling.
no,
Disregard me.
there's.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Eddie thinks he can maybe get this. No. Huh.
Where's the spikes at?
Oh, he's gonna crystal flash. Is he gonna do some crystal flash something?
No,
Um,
surely not. Okay,
I actually
Ossie's
don't
just
know.
going. Yep, Ossie's
Yeah.
just decided to pull the trigger and go.
Eddie is kind of
Wait,
frantic
hold
right
on.
now.
Oh, okay. Ossie knows the drop rates on these guys. These missiles are insane. So, okay, there's a little farm here that the guys will drop missiles,
Oh, they don't drop
and they will
super.
drop two.
They drop
They
missiles.
do. They
That's
do. But I
why
mean,
Aussie went and collected all those missiles. This is
There's-
Aussie's giganto brain coming into action.
It's
He did
just that-
this because you can't get the supers here, right?
well,
Oh
you
my
can get
goodness.
supers here, but every drop of a missile is 2 missiles. So I think it's
yep.
just a more reliable refill.
Just
I don't know
more.
for sure, but
Wait,
that's why he
what's the
used.
super drop there? I thought it was really. Oh, now Eddie's grabbing. Honestly, this is so good by
What's
Aussie.
the
It's just
robot
very
doing?
smart. Driving everyone nuts, including the. Oh yeah, he's getting the spike suit.
Oh,
So this is what I originally thought. Oh, well, he gets it pretty quick. Man, it's really unfortunate that Eddie didn't just trust himself and go for this, in my opinion. He had to just go right for this right off the bat. Eddie got hit with some indecision, and now, I mean, it's super close. Because of that, now Eddie's caught up. So
Dude, I
it's
can't
it's
keep up. I'm
it's
thinking the
Aussie's,
robot's
it's
going the
Aussie's
wrong way.
brain. It's Aussie's brain versus Eddie's tech right now, honestly. That's kind of what's going on. Because, right? I mean, Aussie had a good plan, laid it out, did everything needed, and Eddie's like, well, I got the tech, so here I go. Not a ton
just
of
took
missiles
too
to spare,
long.
by the way,
Yeah,
for
no,
Aussie.
Eddie- yeah.
Aussie can miss 13 missiles or 2 supers. Wow, this is insane, dude.
This is insane, man. I think the only people that can commentate this final are Osse and Eddie because I couldn't work out what was going on there. I'm like looking at the robot going the wrong way. I think
It was
I'm
out
in
of
awe.
control. It was out of control. Well, Eddie wanted to move that robot so he could get the spike suit.
Yeah.
What was more confusing here is Eddie got hit with some pretty rough indecision, and that's the only reason like Aussie has this kind of lead now. But Aussie had a plan and stuck to it and did it, and that was really good. Grabbed the extra missiles to get the better missile drop rate from those orbs. Eddie looked to be going for a different. I think Eddie was going for a crystal flash spike suit, by the way, and I think he bailed on that and then like decided to do the bowling alley spike. We'll see later, but I do think that is what happened. And Aussie went the wrong way. I mean,
It's probably
Eddie's
enough for the
right
lead.
here. Yes,
I
it
know,
is
right?
enough of a lead, but a couple pause. Here's another pause. A couple bad pauses, and Eddie's like right on his toes. Eddie's movement is obviously insane, so if Eddie confidently can get to criteria without pausing much and keep moving, then yeah. I mean, Aussie had to pause there. Eddie's only like a couple rooms behind, so I don't know.
It's crazy, man. Like
Look at this movement from Eddie, though. Eddie's
know.
serious.
he's serious today. This is
I mean,
this is
Aussie's
crazy.
honestly moving really well too. Aussie's cooking. This is a
Yeah.
tough room to do, full loadout, and Aussie's also moving really well. Another big pause, though. Big pause moment. There's 3 criterias. Does Aussie remember which one? I think it's just directly up, if I can remember.
And then the ship's just there.
Yeah.
It's up to the left. So this is a pretty easy run back, but both are pausing a lot because the
Yes.
mental strain they've had to do to make
Yeah,
the
there's a
decisions they've
lot.
done is like that's where their mentality is right now.
This was insane. This was insane. And Aussie pulling up to this ship with the insane and clutch mother brain plays with the ammo decisions. It was back and forth the entire time. And here we go. Grand finals. Down to the last
way.
game, 2-2. Eddie smiling. He knows. Oh, man. That is insane with a 12-second difference in the end.
I hope everyone's appreciating this.
They're both
this
smiling,
is amazing.
both good sports. Yeah, this is crazy.
This is a sick
actually
grand
nuts.
final. We deserve it though, Map Brando community, don't we? This is amazing. We're going to the final game.
deserve it.
We deserve it. Can Osse reverse sweep what he couldn't do last tournament? Or can Eddie solidify and tell him that, you know, I am the leaderboard champion for the last 2 seasons. I'm going to win this. I'm coming through the winners. Both have so much to prove, and it's going to take it to a game 5 to decide.
This is
who
amazing.
wants it